Be with Vicky.
She wants to be alone, Joe.
Realize what we've done. We gave her a note signed Niki Smith, and we accuse her of writing.
We didn't accuse her. We confronted her with it.
Besides, Joe, we're far beyond the point where we can keep the truth from her. She's convinced we have no faith in her anymore. She must be going through hell up there.
We did what we thought was best.
Yeah, well, I don't know why. For some reason, I feel guilty. I feel it. Yeah, Paul, I'm not too sure I've handled this Niki Smith thing too well. I suppose it could be my fault that the split personality thing has happened again.
Niki, if you really are back, then show yourself to me. Let me see you. I know you hate me, so if you're really back, then prove it to me. Or are you a coward? Are you that frightened of me? Are you so afraid I'll send you back again? Can you really only write secret, nasty little notes and then run away? Don't run away anymore, Niki. Stop hiding. Come out where I can see you. Let me see you face to face. You don't really think that Niki Smith is back?
I hope not. I certainly tried to blank that part of her life out of my mind.
You married to Meredith then, weren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, Vicky was... She was wonderful to me. She was warm, and she really made me feel a part of the Lord family. Did everything she could to make me feel at ease. And then all of a sudden, I was confronted with this totally different person.
Oh, yeah, sure. Maybe you can pull the wool over Miss Victoria's eyes, but come on, pal, I got your number. You can skip all that nice guy routine with me. I know why you married Miss Meredith, Lord. You look deep into her eyes. And what did you see? You saw all them dollar bills, didn't you? You think the Lords are hot stuff, huh? Poor boy makes good. All that kind of baloney. Come on, Larry, was it worth it? That's all right, you don't have to say nothing to me. I know you're bored stiff. Hey, come on, you'd be much happier one of your own kind. Hey, look. I seen the way you looked at me. I know you want me. I know it. So don't be such a phony. What's the matter, Prince Valiant? You afraid Miss Lord's gonna find out? Cut you off without a cent. Or you think I'm not good enough for you? Is that it?
Terrifying. Never had to deal with anything quite like that. And to think that it might be happening again 8 years later.
All right?
Yeah.
There was a lot of publicity about that, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And people remember, don't they? And if somebody wanted to get back at Vicky, that would be a very logical way to do it. And the only person that I could think of that would be capable of that would be Marco. But still, all the Niki Smith stuff is still coming out even though he's dead. Larry, I am really scared for her.
Well, we just have to hope that the real killer is caught soon. Baby, you're trembling. Come on.
Think about all that Vicky's overcome in her life, and now she's happy and secure. And now this. Past always comes out, doesn't it? Sometimes it's only a question of time.
Honey, what happened?
No! No, she was laughing at me! She was laughing at me! No, I looked in the mirror. I was so scared.
the mirror and I saw Niki. I saw her and she was laughing at me. It's true, darling. She's back. Niki is back.
You can't make that assumption.
I saw her, Will. I saw her. Niki Smith is back.
Look, when you looked into the mirror, did you see both yourself and Niki, or was it just Niki alone?
I don't know. I looked into the mirror and I saw Niki. She was standing there. She was drawing me in. It was as if she was drawing me in and I couldn't get away from her.
And then after you saw her, you screamed.
I screamed because she was laughing at me and it was so loud and mocking and raucous.
Vicky, look. Joe and Paul and I all heard you scream. Now, if Niki had returned, wouldn't we have heard the laugh as well?
Didn't you?
No, sweetheart, no. No, we didn't.
But that's impossible. That's impossible. It was deafening. I had to cover my ears to block it out, and I couldn't. I saw her.
Vicky, listen to me. Tonight, for the first time, you felt strong enough to face the truth. You had to find out if Niki had returned. But then your mind played a trick on you. You actually saw what you feared the most.
Sweetheart, Niki wasn't there.
Vicky, it was an hallucination. And with the strain you've been through, there's nothing unusual about that.
I really feel that what happened tonight is quite hopeful.
Paul is right, Vicky. What you have to remember is that it was a momentary thing. Now, once you screamed, your vision of Niki disappeared. And then when Joe came rushing up the stairs, he didn't see Niki. He saw you. Now, if Niki had returned, you wouldn't have been able to lose her that quickly.
Joe, do you believe that?
Of course, honey, of course. Sweetheart, look. Niki wouldn't have left because I entered. On the contrary, honey. She would have stayed right there. Stayed to taunt me.
Vicky, you faced your worst fear tonight. And it's okay. Niki was there for a moment. But she's gone now. Don't you see?
Honey, listen. Now, you were afraid, right, that Niki Smith would be stronger? Well, she wasn't, honey. She wasn't. You proved that. Tonight you proved it. You won, honey. For good.
Oh, dear God. I wish I could believe that.
Vicky, you remember when you told me that in your heart you really believed that Niki Smith was not back? And in spite of this horrifying experience tonight, I do believe that it's an affirmation of that belief.
Well, you all believe that now. And you believe me now. But if there are more notes, and if there is more evidence, are you going to believe me then? Looks like it's going to be a sunny day. Somehow, if it were gray and gloomy, it would be more appropriate.
Say, why don't you think of the sun as a good omen?
Darling, do you realize that when this day is over, our lives could be changed completely?
Maybe, and some things are never going to change. Are you stuck with me, for instance?
Not complaining.
Wouldn't do you any good. You know how stubborn I am.
Yeah, I've noticed.
You know, when I first set eyes on you, I said to myself, that's the one. You bet. That's the one. I just knew immediately.
You did not.
Yes, I did. I sure did. I was just too shy to do anything about it, that's all.
You were shy?
Well, of course. I mean, just because I was brash and arrogant, that...
I'm terribly, terribly handsome.
It doesn't mean I wasn't shy. Even though I didn't declare my intentions right there and then on the spot, I knew. I knew you were the person I was going to spend the rest of my life with.
Oh, Joe, I felt exactly the same way.
gonna be all right, sweetheart. Together, we'll go through the day just like any other day. We'll give Kevin his breakfast. He'll play with his toys, noisily, of course. You'll have to coax him into taking a nap.
It's strange. All the ordinary things that we do every day suddenly seem so precious. Why is it we never appreciate anything until it's threatened?
Well, I suppose because of the daily pressures. But you know, I've always been a very lucky guy. Always got everything I wanted. And even after I got it, I still wanted it. Now, you can't beat that, can you? So today, I'm going to put the banner in Elwood Briggs' very capable hands and stay here with you. I want us to be together. I know. I was just thinking, you think I'm indispensable at the manor, but I have to admit, all these years I've just been fooling you.
No, darling. You haven't fooled me at all. You are indispensable and wonderful.
I thought he was my friend. But then last night he told me he really thought that Aunt Vicky was Niki Smith. He said that it just sent shivers up and down my spine. I can't go to the pizza parlor today. I just don't want to be around anybody who doubts Aunt Vicky.
I understand, sweetheart. I really do, but I...
Good to see our daddy, huh?
Hi there, good guy.
Let me tell you something. It was quite a job for me to get him away from his Tricycle. Yeah.
One of those spoiled kids that doesn't appreciate his presence. Yeah.
No, I had to give him this and promise him that Kim would tell him his favorite story, which I think is Goldilocks this week. Right,
Aunt Vicky?
What?
Would it be all right if I went into the kitchen and started lunch?
Sure, it's a bit early, but if you want to, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, Joe, isn't she dear? She's trying to ease the burden from me by pretending that she's amusing herself.
It's only damn what you would do. Hey, understand you love your tricycle. Is that a fact?
You like your bicycle, huh? Sure you do. Come
Suppose one day he's gonna go for a motorcycle?
Oh, I hope not.
Don't worry about it, pal. Oh, that candy. Hey, don't worry about motorcycles anyway. You can have just as much fun on a skateboard. Go give Daddy a piece of candy.
Give Daddy a piece of candy.
You want it all yourself. Come on, sweetheart. I'll tell you what. Why, let's go and find Kim. Come on. Okay? And maybe we can talk her into telling you all about Goldilocks. How's
Wait a
that?
minute, darling. Wait. Kevin.
Give Mommy a kiss.
Oh, darling.
Thank you.
Come on, guy. Come on, let's go. Oh, Kim's in here. Kitchen. Sweetheart, please don't.
Oh, darling, I'm sorry. All I could think of is Kevin. He's so little. He's never going to understand this.
Hey, come on. Everything is going to be fine.
Darling, he's going to think that I deserted him. What is he going to do without me? It'll be so hard for him.
He is not going to be without you.
Oh, Joe. I am trying so hard to be brave, but it is so difficult. Please, darling, help me. Pray with me.